Welcome to Forex Daybreak, a daily podcast where we cover 8 Forex pairs and give you our view on the market direction for these pairs. If you are trading Forex market, this is the #1 show to start your trading day. Now, let's begin today's episode.
Good morning everybody and welcome to Forex Daybreak episode 36. In this daily Forex update, I will give you my view on 8 Forex pairs I analyze using Elliott wave principle. My name is Ville Vainio and today is 28th of September 2015. This podcast is recorded also as video and is available from the members area at ForexDayBreak.com. The analysis is best viewed as video, but you can follow along with the images found on the show notes page at ForexDayBreak.com/36. Now let's get started. And let's move right on to our first pair, which is EURUSD. EURUSD has opened almost exactly at the same price than it closed on Friday, and a slight decline has started to form here. Price now 111.83, and I'm expecting more downside. Like I have talked before, I'm seeing this latest upwards move as smaller decline on the way down, and I'm expecting new midterm lows, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, and below 110.87 would be the first large target. If we start to move higher and are approaching 112.9 levels or 112.5 levels even, perhaps this minute wave 2 correction is still in force. But the larger picture, in my opinion, is that we are on a larger decline. The 3-wave advance from the 111.04 is supporting this view that we are now formed a correction and have started the next decline, and should expect this to move lower and past the 110.87 level. This is third wave, minute wave 3, that is forming that and should be the most powerful in the sequence. So I'm expecting a lot more downside in this pair and a continuation of this downtrend. Okay, next let's move on to dollar yen. Dollar yen last Friday broke through the trend line of the triangle, the upper trend line, but has now declined back into the triangle, and there's an overlapping waves seen. So still slightly unclear if this uptrend is forming or not. Price now 120.37, and I'm expecting more upside on this pair. My wave count is on the bullish side on this. Also the correlation on other US dollar pairs would propose more upside and dollar strength in this pair as well. But at this point it's slightly unclear what is the correct wave count here, and if this correction is getting more complex even. So let's keep an eye on this pair and look for any signs on the upside. And if we decline below 119 or the lower level of the trend line, the triangle trend line, then something else is going on and the minute wave X correction is getting more complex. So let's keep an eye on this pair and look for an confirmation or more clear signal of the bullish view. Okay, next is pound dollar, and pound dollar has formed quite clear 5-wave structure from the high 156.575, price now 151.98. So we can see a possible 5-wave structure formed here. We may see a corrective move next as this 5-wave structure is corrected, but in my opinion this is not the whole minute wave tree, only the first wave of the minute wave tree. So let's see how this forms now. I'm expecting maybe a corrective move to the upside, perhaps in the 153 area where the previous fourth wave would seem to be. That's the usual termination point for corrections in Elliott wave counting. So perhaps upwards move next here and a corrective push higher before this larger downtrend can resume. I wouldn't trade this pair at this point since there is a correction expected next. Okay, let's move on to our next pair, which is Euro Pound. Last week Euro Pound made a quite strong upwards move but didn't break the 0741 level, which is in my wave count a very large degree top, intermediate wave 4, minor wave 5, minor wave C and minute wave 5 top, as you can see on the charts. Those who are watching the video, also you can view these charts on the show notes page, which is forexdayBreak.com/36. So very large degree top has formed here in my opinion, and now this starting decline would be the next intermediate wave degree impulsive wave down. So we can expect a lot more downside, but at this point it is still unclear if the reversal has happened or not. I have labeled it so, but I cannot be sure unless I see a clear 5-wave structure to the downside on 4-hour chart. But it looks promising at the end of this large sideways correction. We have seen a 5-wave structure to the upside and now a decline and possibly a continuation for this decline. Price now 0.7359, and if we correlate this to other euro pairs, there is euro weakness on euro yen, also on euro USD and euro Canadian. So euro weakness across the board would support also that euro pound will move lower. Alright, next is euro yen, and euro weakness, like I just mentioned, also in euro yen. We have seen a 5-wave structure. There's a potential 5-wave structure from the high of 137.435 down to 133.15 level. Not a textbook 5-wave structure, but still there can be 5 waves counted in this decline. Also the previous 3-wave upwards move and this small upwards move from 133.15 up to 135.387 is in 3 waves. So since there's 2 3-wave forms to the upside and 5-wave structures to the downside, this is giving a signal that the trend is down, a larger trend is down, and price now 134.65 and looking bearish. So I'm expecting more downside on Euro Yen, and yesterday's future trades video what I made on the weekend is also bearish on this pair and proposing a good trading opportunity here as well. Okay, next we can see pound yen, which is also declining and forming a 5-way structure. The decline is not that rapid than in Euro Yen, but still we can start to make out a 5-way structure here. So maybe a little more downside is expected here before larger correction can take place. This decline has been a little on the slow side compared to the previous impulsive decline from the 195 level all the way down to 179. So this was a very powerful decline, and since we have seen a 3-way structure after that strong decline, this is giving a very strong signal for the bearish view, and a continuation of this downtrend is expected, since the move from 179.86 all the way to 188.26 was in 3 waves and clear ABC structure, and now we are witnessing a 5-way structure to the downside, so a larger bearish trend is in force here. Okay, next we have Euro Canadian dollar, which hasn't moved much, has opened almost in the same position that it left on Friday. I have labeled minute wave 2 as ended in 151.1 levels, and this latest decline in my opinion is the start of next impulsive wave down. I also talked about this yesterday on the future trades video, and I'm proposing more downside on this pair. Next larger target would be to go below 147.2, which is the latest short-term low. All of this correction, this minute wave 2 correction, was a double tree formation, so we can see 3 waves up, 3 waves down, and then again 3 waves up. So a double tree corrective structure which is labeled WXY, and this forms the minute wave 2 correction. And also, since we have a 5-wave structure from the 155.58 high all the way down to 145.95, so this is in 5 waves, and we have more or less a complex sideways correction as minute wave 2. This is giving a very strong signal that the next larger move will be to the downside. Price now 149.15, and next larger target would be to go below 147.23. Okay, finally we have US dollar Canadian. US dollar Canadian dollar made a quite a powerful upwards move from the low of the 4th wave. 130.115 is the low of the 4th wave, and has made a new long-term high. 134.15 is the recent high and minute wave 1 of this last 5-wave structure. Previous high 133.5 was minute wave 3, and now we can see, well, not a nice clear 5-wave structure, but still impulsive looking move to the upside, and now a downwards move, a correction which is forming. I'm expecting this to go lower, perhaps to the 132.5 level, before the uptrend can resume and next impulsive wave higher can take charts and start forming to the upside. Yesterday on the future trades video I also took this pair as a good example for nice trading opportunity once this minute wave 2 correction has ended. In my opinion, there is a good opportunity to trade this pair to the upside and for the next impulsive wave higher. Okay, that's all for today's episode. Visit the show notes page at ForexDayBreak.com/36 and you can follow along with the charts found on that page. Remember that this podcast is recorded also as video and it is available from the members area at ForexDayBreak.com. Another great feature you find there is my Elliott Wave Ninja trading system, and both of these are included on the monthly subscription, which is only $10. I have a 14-day free trial for you, so take this no-risk opportunity and go to ForexDayBreak.com to sign up. Thanks for listening to my show. Now go make some profits and I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Thanks for your interest in Forex Daybreak Daily Podcast. If you like this show, we hope you'll visit our website, www.ForexDayBreak.com, and tell your friends about us. Be sure to check the show notes on our website for this episode. Join us next time for another episode of Forex Daybreak.